Hi everyone, welcome back to my English Dose. In today's video, we're going to look at 15 super useful words that I personally use every single day in English, at home, at work, or when talking with friends. These words are simple but powerful, and using them correctly can really improve your everyday conversations. So grab a notebook and let's get started. The first word is actually perfect for clarifying things or adding a little surprise to your sentences. For example, if someone says, "That movie was boring," you could say, "Actually, I thought it was really interesting." Practice that shift in intonation to use actually like a native speaker. Next up is maybe, your go-to word for expressing uncertainty or possibility. Let's say someone asks, "Are you coming to the party on Saturday?" Instead of a straight yes or no, you can say, "Maybe, I need to check my schedule." You can also use maybe to suggest something without being too pushy. For example, "Maybe we could try that new restaurant next time." Let's talk about sure, a simple yet versatile word that conveys agreement or confirmation. Someone asks, "Can you pass the salt, please?" You simply reply, "Sure." For instance, "Are you sure you can handle this?" "Sure, no problem." It's all about that positive, can-do attitude. Now, let's inject some feeling into our conversations with really. Imagine someone tells you they met a celebrity. You could say, "Really? That's amazing. Tell me everything." Or, if someone says something you find hard to believe, you might say, "Really? I find that hard to believe." Play around with it and see how you can use really to add emotional depth to your responses. Time for just, a word that adds a touch of informality and immediacy to your sentences. For example, "I just finished my workout," or "I'm just calling to confirm our meeting tomorrow." Just can also make questions sound less demanding. Instead of saying, "Can you send me that report?" try, "Could you just send me that report when you have a moment?" Let's move on to, okay, the ultimate word for expressing agreement, acceptance, or understanding. When someone suggests an idea, you can simply say, "Okay, sounds good." Okay is also useful for moving conversations forward. Imagine you've agreed on a plan. You can say, "Okay, so we'll meet at 7 p.m. Right is another powerful word for confirmation and agreement. For example, if someone says the meeting is at 10 a.m., right? You can confirm by saying, "Right, 10 a.m. You can also use right to seek agreement or confirmation from others. Imagine you're summarizing a discussion. You could say, "So we're going with option A, right?" Now, let's talk about need, a word that expresses necessity or obligation. For instance, "I need to go to the bank before it closes." Remember that need can also be used in questions and negative sentences. For example, "What do you need for the project?" Or, "You don't need to worry about that." Moving on to want, a word that expresses desire or preference. While need is about what's necessary, want is about what you would like or prefer. For example, "I want to travel the world," or "I want to learn a new language." It expresses your aspirations and desires. Let's talk about think, a word that allows you to express your opinions and beliefs without sounding too forceful. For example, "I think this is a great opportunity," or "I think we should wait for a better time." Know is all about possessing knowledge or information about something. For instance, "I know the capital of France is Paris," or "I know how to bake a cake." Know can also be used in questions to check someone's understanding or to gather information. Like is your go-to word for expressing enjoyment, preference, or approval. For instance, "I like spending time with my family," or "I like trying new restaurants." Like is also useful for making comparisons or giving examples. Go is a dynamic verb that implies movement or travel from one place to another. For instance, "I go to work by train every morning," or "We're going to Italy for our honeymoon next year." Go can also be used in idiomatic expressions to describe various actions or situations. For example, "Go ahead, go for it," or "Let's go." come is the counterpart to go and implies movement towards the speaker or a specific location. For example, come in and have a seat, or the bus is coming in 5 minutes. Come can also be used in phrasal verbs such as come up with to think of an idea, come across to find something unexpectedly, or come over to visit someone's home. Finally, let's talk about take. It means to grab, carry, or seize something. For instance, can you take this to the post office for me? Or take a deep breath and calm down. Take is also used in phrasal verbs like take off, to remove, take after, to resemble someone, and take care of, to look after something. That's it for today's English dose. We've covered 15 simple but incredibly useful words that can make a big difference in your everyday conversations. Remember, fluency isn't about using big, complicated words. It's about using simple words well. Try incorporating them into your English practice, whether you're chatting with friends, writing an email, or just thinking to yourself in English. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with one word you use every day in English. See you next time.